searching for euphoria, judging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, not good to forget. I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. Oh yes it is. You know that we've been going it since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Purple and Gold Talk, brought to you by In Off the Bench podcast. I am your host, Jim Cross. I do not have the Ava Garza with me this morning. She's very disappointed. She's very excited about this episode, but nonetheless, we got to keep it moving. But first, we must plug the sponsors. Chinook Seedery, 8 flavors, mild to wild, less salt, no sandpaper tongue, the best seeds in the game. Old Dominic Distillery in the heart of downtown Memphis. Whiskey, vodka, bourbon, gin, they got it all. And then this episode specifically is brought to you by Hot Rods Creole. If you love bold Louisiana flavor done the right way, Hot Rods Creole delivers authentic Creole seasoning that takes your cooking and your tailgate to the next level. Perfect for the grill, the kitchen, and game day spreads when you've got a crowd to feed. Rooted in tradition. Let me tell you, I have had so many tailgates with Hot Rod. There's no one I'd rather tailgate with. He is the best in the business. He takes his food seriously. He takes his people that he's feeding seriously. So check out the full lineup of seasoning and sauces at hotrodscreole.com. But we got to get into it. We got to get to the man of the hour, Zach Yorke, man. How we doing today?
Doing good, Jim. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. So, I got to get right into it because we're going to get into your story, but we had guys on all fall. We had pitchers talking about you were just on fire. We had Marcos Paz come on here and say he was going to get his first opportunity to pitch. We said, who do you look forward to facing the most? He says, you know what? I really want my chance at Zach Yorke. He's hot. He's hitting everybody. I want to see how I do against him. Ava goes. She's my eyes on there in Baton Rouge. She tells me you get an RBI single off of him in your first at bat against him. So, man, Zach, what did you do this fall to be this hot?
Yeah, I mean, kind of just got in the lab early, got out here right after the draft and got in the cages with Chief and Coach Johnson and Coach Simpson. And, I knew it was going to be a tough adjustment coming from mid-major and in the WAC and the Western Athletic Conference to the SEC. So, I mean, it was a good fall, though. I mean, I really love it, and the coaches just kind of filled me up with confidence, and my teammates as well. So, it was a good fall, and I'm definitely excited to get going in February.
Yeah, you could make that mid-major comment, but let's be honest, Zach. I of our 700 guests, I'd say probably 400 have been baseball, and when you can swing it, no matter what conference you're in, you can swing it, so it transfers over. But let's get into, man. For those who don't know, where are you from?
Yeah, I grew up in Southern California, Huntington Beach. I moved to Northern California for middle school and high school, and then went to Grand Canyon University for 3 years in Phoenix, Arizona, and obviously senior year came out to Baton Rouge, hoping to win another title here.
So if I go to Northern California from where you're from, because I haven't been out there but once and only spent a couple of days, what's the one thing you would tell me I must do?
Shoot. I would say Great America. It's a music park in Santa Clara. I've always loved roller coasters, so I'd say that, or go to a Warriors game or a Niners game. They're always fun. But
I did check out before they left. I did in my 2 days. I did check out an A's game before they left there.
Okay.
So pretty cool to say I got to see them before they leave Oakland. And the irony was, Zach, I go there, and in this particular game, there's nobody there. It's them against the Rays. And at the time, they were towards the bottom, as were the Rays. The reason it's ironic is both those teams would end up facing off in the wild card that year. So it was kind of crazy to say I got to see those in a stadium that maybe had a couple thousand in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of A's, it makes me think of Scott Burke, who gave us the introduction. Did you play with Blake Burke coming up?
Yeah, Blake and I grew up playing together in Northern California. We played Llama into travel ball from 11U to 14U, and then we played Zoots Baseball Club in high school summer ball. So I've played with him for about 6 years before we went off to college, and that's
Man,
one of
I
my
bet
good
he's
buddies
ready
to
to
this
face
day.
you two. God, you two probably facing back to back in the lineup too. I would have hated it.
Yeah, we had a good squad. We had a definitely a good squad.
So I did some research, man. I see the whole family is athletic. Mom, dad, brothers, nobody's missing. Talk to me about the family, man, and just how they played a role in your development.
Definitely. I'd say my biggest reason for playing this game is my brothers. I mean, growing up, they were always playing. We were always playing wiffle ball in the front yard or duct tape ball, whatever you want to call it. I remember I wanted to be just like them, so I started t-ball when I was 3 years old. Just trying to be like my brothers, and then it kind of just never went away. A very competitive family. I was always chasing them, and obviously they were two good role models to have. My freshman year of high school, we all played on the same varsity team at Archbishop Midi High School in San Jose, California, and then kind of just um, never stopped. Joe went to Boise State for a year, and then COVID hit, and they cut their program, and he transferred to Cal Poly, and I think he's the current like RBI record holder there. And then Nick obviously was drafted in the first round in 2020. Just got traded and debuted with the Pirates last year or 2 years ago, and was up last year. And then me, always trying to chase my brothers, and I still got some work to do in that aspect, but hopefully I can get there one day too.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, shout out to your parents, man, because clearly
Yeah,
genetics are a thing, man. The whole family's athletic, and like you said, all y'all are having success. I will tell you this: you may be chasing, but once again, to talk about how many guys we've interviewed on the show, usually the youngest sibling outdoes the oldest sibling, just statistical fact. So because they're always hungrier, it's the chase that you're talking about. So hopefully, in regards to you, that continues to be the trend. You talked about Grand Canyon. You're very successful there, ranking towards the top in home runs, RBIs, walks, you name it. But what would you say is the most valuable thing you took away from your experience in your 3 years there?
definitely just playing all those games. I would just say experience. I think I've seen a lot. Played, I think, over 50 games in all 3 years. So I've got a lot of at bats under my belt, and played with some of the best players in college baseball in the Cape Cod League. And yeah, I think that's just one thing. I definitely, talking to a couple of my buddies back at GCU that are older than me that I remember playing with when I was younger. It's just crazy how, like, being one of the older guys in the clubhouse, seeing some of the freshmen walk in, and like just the way they carry themselves is definitely um, just exactly how I used to be. And it's definitely a weird feeling, but I kind of like it a lot. Having guys come up to me and ask me like what I think on things, and um, I think it's been really good, being one of the older guys, and I definitely think coming here instead of signing is a great choice for me in my path. But yeah, I mean, I I wouldn't trade my time at GCU away for anything. So, but I'm definitely excited to be here.
Yeah, and Jack Ruckert came on here and he listed two names of guys who influenced him, and he said you and Jake Brown, and I'm not surprised by either of those names, but it really speaks volumes to what you're talking about being an upperclassman. It doesn't matter that you're a transfer in, the knowledge of baseball transfers over no matter what, and so glad to hear that you're able to help the young guys. So when it comes to coming to LSU, you can come for various reasons. Obviously, draft stock. You can come for national championship. The player development, all the stuff, the culture. But what would you say is the one thing that stuck out the most about coming to play for LSU?
I mean, there's so many things, but for me, it was when I saw Coach Johnson's name pop up on my phone. I kind of knew, like, if I was staying in college, I was going to be playing for the best coach in the country. So, um, and that, not even just him, Chief Sim, Yeski, Bridge, all of them, Coach Jordan, all of them have been nothing but encouraging and supporting, and there's a reason why they've had so much success together. It's different. So I'd say that's the biggest reason. I mean, I've always wanted to play for Coach Johnson. My older brother Nick was committed to him at U of A, and that was my dream school for the longest time, just because I wanted to play for Coach. And so when he called me in the portal and called my mom when I didn't answer him, and then got on a couple phone calls with my agent, it was kind of just a great feeling, and I
Man, you
kind of
left Coach Jay hanging.
well, so I think, in my opinion, if anyone has portal advice, I think I'm a guy to ask. I kind of did it in a great way. The first day I didn't answer a phone call. I actually dropped my phone in the pool 5 minutes within being in the portal. So that was a good excuse not to answer. So I didn't call anyone back till the next day, and I kind of just called back the schools I actually would consider going to, and didn't have to be on my phone all day. But yeah, no, I've for sure seen voicemails from him, and seeing a voicemail from him on my mom's phone was all like just a great feeling. I kind of knew if I was coming back to college, it was here. So I mean, I couldn't be happier with my decision, and he's been nothing but supporting, and just yeah, I mean, I can't wait till February 13th. It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jay astonishes me. Like, we have guys who come on here and say they've been in the portal for 30 seconds and their
Mhm.
phone rings. And it's like, how did he know already? He wastes no time. There's no off days for him. I don't know if he sleeps, like he's got the best job in America. He's also got the worst job, because it feels like he got no free time. But
Yeah.
man, he definitely hit the mark going to getting you. So many people excited that you're coming in. We talk about the hitting, we talk about the veteran leadership. Obviously, I don't know positionally. I know things can move around, but we are in need at first base, and I know that's where you're at. But we talk about how hot you were this fall, man. Like, we've had guys who've had outstanding falls, and then when it got to the spring, it didn't translate over. How do you make sure to maintain and transfer over what you've been able to do this fall into the spring?
Yeah, I think it's a complete reset. I mean, it's important to do good in the fall, but I mean, I think to this day, my best fall was my sophomore year, and that was my worst year in college. So I think definitely resetting and taking it day by day. I think comes for me. It comes a lot with experience. I could have told you my freshman year I was kind of a hot head case, whatever you want to call it. And I think struggling my sophomore year has helped me a lot, just in the fact that I know this game is tough. My sophomore year was my first time struggling, and kind of learned how to struggle. So I know it's going to come. I know there's going to be weeks where you line out 5 times. There's going to be weeks where you have 5 blue hits. So I think it's just taking it day by day, and knowing that this is a long season. It's a grind, and I mean, yeah, and if it's just day by day. So I think it comes with playing this game. That's why in MLB there's 162 games. It's a long season. So I think that just comes with just knowing it's a tough game, but obviously want to continue over what happened this fall, and keep working with Chief and Coach Simp and Coach Jordan and Coach Johnson, and take it day by day and try to help the team win.
Yeah, there's a reason I was a football player, Zach. I wouldn't be able to handle the ups and downs. Stone Lawless talked about it on our episode Monday night, and he was talking about consistency, and he said, what I got to not do is have a multi-home run game followed by a 4 strikeout game. And it's like, man, the swings, the ups and downs of baseball, I wouldn't have been emotionally strong enough for it. I couldn't handle the failure. I like playing just every Friday night. I don't got to put in 6-7 games a week, so I don't know how you guys do it. You're definitely mentally tough. And speaking of tough, I got to know, like, we talked about these pitchers. Who was the toughest guy that you feel like you faced? Who gave you the most trouble, if any? Because it seems like they're all saying that you had no problem beating them up.
No, I mean, there's definitely some guys that have my number. My roommate, actually, Ethan Plog, he's a left-handed pitcher. He carved me up this fall. I think I faced him 3 times, struck out twice, walked once. Just couldn't. I mean, every at bat, I was getting pitches to hit and just wasn't on the barrel. It's just he's got something about it that, for me personally, I just didn't see well. And then, I mean, there's a bunch
your
of other guys.
roommate of all people, right? The person
I know I
the
think that
most.
was. I mean, just the extra bragging rights on the line in our room. Nah, he had a great fall too. So Yeah, and then I mean I tell this to him every day, but Cooper Moore, he's one of my best friends out here. He's got the best changeup I've ever seen. I only faced him one time, and he went cutter in for a strike, and then the nastiest changeup I've ever seen, made me look stupid, and then walked me on 4 pitches. But I think if he threw me another changeup, it would have been a different story. Tell him that all the time, and I like to tease him for walking me. But nah, he's got great stuff. And then I mean, you could say any one of them: Grant Fontenelle, Devin, Zion Theopolis had my number. Kaysen's obviously nasty. Rizzy's nasty. I mean, we got the best staff in the country, in my opinion. So, I mean, all those guys are going to go out and give us their best, and it's probably going to be good enough. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's a tough question to answer because they're all
Hey,
so
yeah,
good.
no, you gave me what I was looking for. You gave me who owns you, and it was the roommate. So it makes for a good story.
Yes, sir.
All right. So got just 2 more questions, man. This is Ava's favorite question. I hate that she's not here. She likes talking walk-up songs because the key is to get the crowd.
Okay.
You want the crowd to be behind you. You know, when I think LSU, it's hard not to think back. Dylan Cruz had the best one current to date. Whole crowd clapping into it. Do you have a walk-up song picked out? And if so, is it something everybody's gonna vibe with?
Yeah, I've gotten help from the guys for sure. So when we first got here, Cooper Moore refused to call me Zach or Yorke or whatever everyone else called me. He would call me Papa every day. So what's up, Papa? So kind of everyone on the team calls both of us that. So I'm doing Big Papa by the Notorious Big.
Nice.
So I think it's fitting. So
I love it. Tell me you've at least seen the movie Hardball if you're gonna go with that song.
I have not. I might have to
Oh
go
my
watch that.
God. All right, baseball movie, Keanu Reeves. That's your homework assignment. The pitcher, that's his song. It's not gonna spoil it by saying in the movie he has headphones on while he pitches, and they're like, "What's he listening to?" And they said the same song over and over, and it's just he's listening to Big Papa and he's carving folks up.
Okay, I might have to go give that a watch.
All right, last one, man. I'm excited because I'm gonna get to see you guys on the road a lot this year. Sometimes I just go to a lot of home games. I go to some of the away games, but I live in North Mississippi, so I'm close to Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Tennessee, and Vandy for that matter. So you're going to a lot of great places. You know, is there anywhere you're most excited? Obviously, Duty Noble is one of the biggest and best stadiums. Obviously, Tennessee's gaining a reputation of a great place to play. Is there anywhere you're excited when you look at that list and you're excited to go to?
I mean, I'm excited to play at the box.
Well, I know
I'm most excited to play at home. I don't really know. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy atmospheres everywhere.
I'm ready to see you play. If anything, both Tennessee and Mississippi State got that short porch in right field. I mean,
yeah,
I'm ready to see you in both those.
I was thinking Georgia. Georgia's got a short porch and right. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm excited. It'll be awesome. I'm ready to get going.
Yeah. No, the home series, the one I want to win them all, obviously. But Zach, I tell you, man, shout out to the coaching staff. They got me honored at one of the games for my military service, and it was the best and worst feeling. And let me explain to you why, Zach. So they tell me, you're going out there in the middle of the sixth. And so they get me down there in the 5th inning, and I'm sitting there watching. It's a 1-1 game. Florida breaks it wide open, 6 runs. And so it's 7-1. And I got to come out there at the most awkward time. Like everybody's upset. And so that Florida series and losing that 2 years ago stuck with me. So I need some get back for LSU on Florida if I can pick just any one series, because it left a little bad taste in my mouth having to watch that from right there at the netting.
For sure. No, I mean, I think our SEC schedule especially is loaded this year, so I'm excited to get going. I think I've said that 20 times, but
no, you're stoked. Hey, man, that's good. We're almost there. We always talk about it. Once the calendar turns over to the new year, it's basically baseball season. We're right around the corner. But man, I'm gonna let you get off here. Is there anything you want to plug or promote before you jump?
No, I'm not. Follow me on Instagram. That's all I really got.
He doesn't use it much, but you can follow him.
I just don't check the requests every once.
That's all good. Shout out Scott Berg. Well, that's Zach Yorke, everyone. If you like hearing his story or you just like talking about the purple and gold, listen and subscribe on Spotify. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. As always, watch and subscribe on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow night. But in the meantime, strong bodies, sharp minds, grit and grind all the time. We are